You get a bang drops.
Yeah, is that okay?
I guess I'm wondering, is that because it's on your actor?
Yeah. I just want to introduce these guys. So,
Sure.
You've met.
I've seen many of the guys around.
Yeah, Talon, Liam, and Hugh.
Yeah.
So these guys were part of the team last year, and they're graduating this year, so this is kind of a big thing. And then Brennan and Kinnan are the junior guys of the team, and they'll be here for the next couple of years. So I just want them to be here. They helped work on this, of course, but I just want them to also be here to really kind of get this experience and learn.
Cool.
And then Tegan over here is my filmmaker.
All right.
So,
Cool.
yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Yes. You guys already have a really well-known brand, like the rocket ship you have downstairs, or the whole design of ground control, or even just your presence at festivals and stuff like Riffland or Goticon. And we really want to add to that. So as you know, we've been working with Limbic Media for the past 2 years. Just last week we installed an urban farming system at Mason Street Farm up near Royal Athletic Park. And that works great. And of course last year we did the Binocular project for you guys, which I've heard was very popular.
Yeah.
So this year we've built something new. This one is just a prototype for now, and it's going to end up hanging in our school because we're pleased with it.
Yeah.
But we really want to use this as a jumping off point for something for you guys. So tell them, elaborate on that.
Yeah, so right now it's just made out of acrylic, and we can use acrylic to make messy different shapes. So for decoration, we can think of stars, planets for downstairs. Or if you wanted to keep the cube design, we could etch company logos into the side because we've partnered with Camilson through Principal.
Okay.
So we can use all their CNC equipment.
Yeah.
And Cube has specific something.
So this is obviously not the final iteration of the cube. The software is still a work in progress, and we're going to continue updating that over the next few months to make its algorithms more efficient and change anything to whatever you want it to end up looking like. We also want to add a audio jack, and so that you can plug a MP3 player directly into it, and you'll get a more realistic visualization of whatever the music is playing, or also an external microphone, so which you can place wherever you want.
Right. How's it sensing sound now?
It has a microphone, an internal microphone, but it tends to muffle the sound going through the acrylic. For this project to go ahead, we are requesting a budget of around $300 to cover the cost of electronics and light strips and casing, obviously. If we choose to go with a more complicated case, that budget could increase, but...
So I'm assuming that's per cube?
Yeah.
And tell me about what's inside, Raspberry Pi or Arduino?
It's an Arduino. So I think the link has a
So this is the light
inside
one,
of it.
or light strips.
So you just order a big strand of this and then...
Yeah, we need to solder it all together and into whatever shape you want, really.
And how many of these are in there?
There's probably about a meter of that in there.
That's in there.
And of course we did have more or less for put it in different spots. We're also using an Arduino similar to this guy.
Okay.
And that's controlling it all with software from our computer.
Cool. Yeah. And so what are its capabilities now? I can see it's sound responsive.
Yeah, sound responsive. Jake actually has a really
And sound is controlling brightness, but not, it's not...
brightness and frequency.
So frequency changes color?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And you need a whistle and a recorder to show you.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit when he does the higher low notes, but it's not as pronounced.
Nice. I'd like to pick it up.
Yeah.
So that can be moved around on.
I think it's pretty cool. And so when you said about having an external mic or an MP3 jack, if you had multiple, how would they work together? Like, is there programming you can do where, some are more bass responsive, some are more high frequency responsive, or waves or patterns, or...
You could totally change the software. For the past couple of days, we've been kind of changing variables in the software to customize it to how we like. We certainly could have the different cubes react differently. We could even have it controllable externally. Originally, we actually wanted to have them communicate with each other. So say if one picked up a sound first, it could then kind of radiate out to other ones. That feature's been delayed just because we wanted to work on a single cube.
Yeah.
But we could do that if that's what you'd like.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what's possible. You know, a lot of these things end up being far too complicated. Like our infinity mirrors,
Right.
They can do so many things, and sometimes I just need them to turn on. You know, if they could just be doing cool light things, that would be great. I don't really need, but they're connected to a laptop which has actually a mapping software, right? So we have all these different sort of themes and stuff, and sometimes you just want to plug it in, right? And so there's a fine line between you know features and features. Yeah.
At the moment, this is just a plug-in play.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I think it's
Yeah.
neat, and it's responsive even to the volume levels in here.
Yeah.
I think I would put more light in it, but I would make it so that, you know, as it got louder, it got brighter, right?
Totally.
So, just to give it, like in a dark room, even here it pops, but in a dark room, that's gonna be, gonna be pretty cool.
And as you said, with the amount of light and the noise level, another planned feature that we have working but not implemented is to have it react to quiet and loud environments. So if it's particularly quiet, it'll increase in sensitivity.
Right.
And if it's louder, it'll decrease, so that it's not always bright light.
Yeah.
It can adjust.
Yeah, cool. Neat. So, what do you say?
One idea we had is the casing at the moment is made out of a frosted acrylic, and we were thinking about painting it to a kind of pure white acrylics, which would diffuse the light inside it more effectively, and you wouldn't end up with shadows on
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure which would be better. You know, they're both kind of cool. Like it looks good. It doesn't look, you know, when you said obviously it's a prototype. No. You said I have 20 more of these, that'd be cool. So yeah, I'm trying to think about the actual applications. It'd be interesting to find out what other shapes, like you said, could be possible. Because I see two things. I think there's, you know, just bringing them to events and just having them around with other cool stuff.
Totally.
And then there's, you know, using it as a decor item for the actual lounge downstairs, right? Which would be a more permanent installation. And so planets and stars would be cool. I have no idea, you know, what that would look like.
And we can, because these guys are being mentored by Olympic Media, we have full access to all their top guys, and they're totally behind us and willing to help us in any way possible.
Cool. As well as mentioned before, the Camosun, the Camosun machine. We can use that as well. Actually, one of the plans for this one, when we hang it up in our school, is to take one of these panels off and use their CNC machine to etch a logo into it.
Sure.
So that would hang down. And you could
Yeah, I can imagine we would want to maybe have some that were like that and then have some blanks that we can swap out depending on what we're doing. Like people like Boro Architectoria Infinity Mirrors for events, and sometimes they want our branding on it, sometimes they don't. It determines whether or not we lend it to them, if it has our branding on it or not.
And the way we've designed this one in particular is really nice because it's all you have to do is take these bolts off. The nuts are held in place inside.
And those were
these joints are 3D printed, which was fun.
Liam's design, and he 3D. It was your design, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he designed the corners.
Okay, yeah.
We 3D printed them.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So you can, as you said, you can take panels on and off as you like.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of a game called Cubert?
Yes, of course.
It's an old video game, and there's this little guy with just legs and a crazy nose that would hop through like a pyramid of cubes. And things were chasing him, and as he jumped on it, it would change color, and he had to go through and change the entire map. It looks very cute.
I might have to go home.
I can imagine having some sort of NFC built into us, like a stuffed animal of some kind. You could actually play a living game of Cubert by moving it around, where we just change the color as it touched the next one.
Now we, last month, we had an open house at the school, and this cube was kind of these big shelves in the middle of the room, and this cube was displayed up on the shelf, and it just popped.
Sure.
And the lights were down. It was kind of like mood lighting, like coffee kind of house style, and it really popped.
Yeah.
Everyone who walked in was like, "Whoa, what the hell's that thing?" And so it was really cool.
If you wanted to make one significantly bigger, you don't have to change the hardware other than the lighting.
We would just have to change the size of the acrylic. We could add more lighting.
Yeah, that's cool. So I can imagine some big ones, you know.
One idea we had was to actually make Tetris Cube. Last year you had it kind of.
Oh, yeah,
you
I remember,
going on
yeah,
with the Space
yeah.
Invaders.
Yeah.
And so we could kind of have these, but then have it be Tetris shape.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Would add up though, I guess, each piece would be
Yeah.
$1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's cool. I think next steps are, sending me a proposal on, a simple setup, and then also your better ideas, your bigger ideas, right? So bigger versions of it, stars, planets, other shapes. And then we can sort of pick from that and say, and, take into account your time, your timeline, and
Yeah.
whatever else you have to do with your life.
And we're interested in what if you have any ideas, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I think some space shapes could be cool for our own lounge. I think like that is cool. I think bigger would be really interesting. Be more permanent installation stuff. It wouldn't have to be, but like I'm thinking of like even set pieces for the stage, like we use the Infinity Years and the ViaTec Award and things like that, where you can have a pile of boxes on the stage that are just doing. It's so hard not to swear in front of you guys. Doing cool things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, wonderful.
So yeah, I should let your imagination go a little bit.
Okay. Cool.
And then see what you come back with. But yeah, I appreciate it. It was good.
Cool. Nice.
I'm bummed that one's not staying. There's no deal unless that one stays.
Sure. Yeah.
Very cool. Thanks, guys.
Well,
Good
thank
job.
you, man.
Forward to seeing the next round.
Okay. When roughly would you like to have the proposal?
As soon as you can do it.
Okay.
And we can get it by the end of the week.
Yeah, we'll probably do it today. Have it in by today or tomorrow.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. I'd love to
Yeah.
take a picture.
Cool.
You guys, anybody who wants to be in a photo.